Welcome to the final public information meeting for the JTA Mobility Works project for San Pablo Road from Beach Boulevard to Atlantic Boulevard. We are excited to partner with the local community to implement these necessary improvements, which will improve safety, walkability, and provide operational improvements to minimize vehicular delay and maximize access to the surrounding neighborhoods, schools, and businesses throughout the corridor. With construction beginning very soon, today's open house is to provide you with final details and answer any final questions before we begin. Exhibits are mounted on the large display boards located around the room for you to view the planned improvements throughout the corridor. Project team members are available to answer any questions you may have and to discuss the various project components and considerations. We are very interested in your comments and feedback, so please feel free to speak with a project team member and fill out a comment card. The JTA Mobility Works program is funded through bonds issued against the extension of the local option gas tax in Duval County. In 2014, the city of Jacksonville authorized JTA to implement and complete the program utilizing the LOGT. The San Pablo roadway project has an estimated cost of $23.2 million. And upon completion, the total project length will encompass nearly 2.5 miles. We encourage you to visit our website at jtamobilityworks.com for more information on this and all our projects. This project is part of JTA's Mobility Works program, which includes 13 roadway and 14 mobility corridor projects, all of which are shown on the map. As you can see, the projects are located throughout Duval County. The 13 roadway projects include design and construction of 10 projects on city roads and design only on 3 projects on state roads. Mobility corridors are designed to improve access to transit and provide mobility for all users. San Pablo Road from Beach Boulevard to Atlantic Boulevard is primarily a 2-lane road with unpaved shoulders, ditches, and sidewalks on both sides for most of the corridor. No sidewalks currently exist on the west side of the roadway from just north of Beach Boulevard to Drakes Point Drive, and there are no bike lanes provided. There are 3 signalized intersections, one at each end of the project at Beach and Atlantic, and one at Osprey Point Drive. The signals at Beach Boulevard and Atlantic Boulevard are to receive minor adjustments, while the signal at Osprey Point Drive will be replaced. Major objectives of the project are to reduce vehicular and pedestrian accidents and delays, provide operational improvements for better vehicular, bicycle, and pedestrian traffic, improve drainage, and provide acceptable traffic service levels. The roadway currently experiences traffic demand that may result in worsening traffic conditions within the next 10 years if improvements are not made to the corridor. By providing the proposed improvements, traffic flow can be preserved and enhanced for decades to come. The benefits of these improvements also include improved safety and mobility for all users, reduction in vehicle delays, improved access to adjacent neighborhoods, the addition of bicycle facilities resulting in enhanced livability for the residents here, while accommodating the significant traffic that uses the roadway. This image shows San Pablo Road as the majority of the corridor exists today from Beach Boulevard to Atlantic Boulevard with 1 travel lane in each direction. Swales of varying dimensions are bordered by a 5-foot sidewalk on the outside edge of the roadway right-of-way. Opportunities to make left and right turns via a dedicated turn lane are minimal and when provided do not meet current criteria for length in many locations. For the majority of the corridor, the existing condition is a 2-lane roadway with limited neighborhood access, minimal street lighting, no bike lanes, and no west side sidewalk connectivity or crosswalks. Signals are functional with current and projected traffic. This condition widens to multi-lane sections at the major intersections at Beach and Atlantic. Left unchanged, travel speeds and delays are expected to deteriorate to unacceptable levels by the year 2030. This image shows San Pablo Road and the proposed sections from Beach Boulevard to Crystal Cove Drive and from Osprey Point Drive to Atlantic Boulevard. 2 through lanes and a continuous center left turn lane are provided for motorists with continuous 6-foot sidewalks for pedestrians and a 5-foot bike lane adjacent to the curb for cyclists. The design has minimized right-of-way needs, but some improvements, such as the extension of the school bus lane serving Alimacani Elementary, required right-of-way acquisition. There are also many areas where temporary construction easements are required to harmonize the improved roadway with the existing neighborhoods and businesses. Some trees will be removed from the right-of-way in order to provide the additional turning, bike lanes, and wider sidewalks, and grassed medians with large crepe myrtles will be established to complement the remaining trees. The proposed improvements for segments 1 and 3 of the project will be accomplished by reconstructing the existing roadway to a 3-lane section with continuous sidewalks and designated bike lanes. The center lane will serve as a continuous turn lane, providing access to adjacent properties. Pedestrian improvements will include protected crossings at Courtney Woods Lane, Castaway Island Preserve, Las Brisas Way, Alimacani Elementary, and the Seagrass Apartments. In some locations, the continuous left turn lane will be constructed into a landscaped median to complement the existing trees along the corridor and increase safety by preventing the misuse of the lane. Acquisition of right-of-way was required in order to construct ponds to facilitate the improved drainage for the corridor and to provide better access to Alimacani Elementary and the new charter school. Temporary construction easements were also acquired to harmonize the planned construction with adjacent properties. The resulting roadway is expected to function more efficiently with current and projected traffic due to increased opportunity for vehicles to make turns without stopping the through traffic. This image shows San Pablo Road in the proposed segment from Crystal Cove to Osprey Point Drive, which will be widened, milled, and resurfaced. 2 through lanes and a center left turn lane are provided for motorists with 5-foot bike lanes on paved shoulders for cyclists. Swales are bordered by a 5-foot sidewalk on the outside edge of the travel lanes to facilitate pedestrians. The proposed typical section in this area allows the JTA to minimize construction and right-of-way impacts while providing turn lanes required to provide an acceptable level of service for the immediate and projected future traffic. The design in this section required minimal property acquisition and has been designed to eliminate impacts to the ornate brick and masonry walls surrounding the subdivisions in this area. Some trees will be removed from the right-of-way in order to provide additional turning, bike lanes, and wider sidewalks. Grassed medians with large crepe myrtles will be established to complement the remaining trees. The proposed improvements for segment 2 of the project will be accomplished by widening the existing roadway to a 3-lane section with continuous sidewalks and paved shoulders designated as bike lanes. The center lane will serve as a continuous turn lane, providing access to adjacent properties. Pedestrian improvements will include continuous sidewalks on both sides of the roadway and a protected crossing at Captain Hook Drive, and the existing signal at Osprey Point Drive will be reconstructed and include updated pedestrian features, such as a high-visibility crosswalk. In some locations, the continuous left turn lane will be constructed into a landscape median to complement the existing trees along the corridor and increase safety by preventing the misuse of the lane. Right turn lanes at Windjammer Lane will be installed to further facilitate traffic flow throughout the corridor. Drainage will be improved by providing swales to convey stormwater to adjacent outfalls. Expected benefits of the proposed improvements include improved safety by reducing crash conflict points and maximizing the efficiency of traffic flow, improved aesthetics with grassed and raised medians in select areas, upgraded pedestrian and bike travel by providing sidewalk and bike lane connectivity, and improve pedestrian crossing features at signalized intersections. Drainage will be improved throughout the corridor with the construction of drainage ponds and conveyance of stormwater runoff to adjacent outfalls. The roadway will function more efficiently due to the increased opportunity for vehicles to make turns without stopping to through traffic, thereby reducing delays. There have been minimal changes to the project since the last public meeting held in the summer of 2019. At this time, the JTA has completed the design and is acquiring all the permits necessary to construct the project. Initial bids for this project were higher than the projected budget. JTA has worked to reduce costs where possible, and the JTA is providing the additional funding necessary to construct the project. JTA anticipates the ability to obtain cost savings for the project of $2 million, allowing the project to move forward and preventing the project from experiencing additional delays and cost increases anticipated due to the current market conditions. While the project cost has grown to approximately double the original City Council approved budget of $10.9 million, JTA has remained committed to getting this important project completed for the residents, employees, and businesses in the area. JTA appreciates your patience and assistance in working through these challenges, and we are extremely excited to begin construction on this project. Over the course of the next 3 to 4 months, the JTA will work with our contractors and engineers to complete cost-saving negotiations, which are expected to produce significant savings while preserving all scope items presented here and on the exhibits that are here for your review this evening. These cost savings negotiations are key for the project to move forward. However, the JTA is committed to ensuring any reductions in costs do not require sacrifices in project scope and quality. While these negotiations and analyses are completed, the state and federal permitting agencies will complete their reviews and issue the required permits for the project. Materials required to construct the project will be procured, which will prevent further price escalations and allow the project to proceed expeditiously when construction begins on site. The project is expected to be completed in late 2023, contingent upon weather impacts or other unforeseen issues. Additional updates will be provided on construction progresses through notifications to residents and on our website at www.mobilityworks.jtafla.com. We appreciate your feedback on this important project. If you have any questions, please contact Kim Robinson at either the address, email, or phone number provided. The project team members are now available to answer any further questions you might have. The information shown in this presentation may change during construction, as warranted due to changes in construction requirements.